So fight or flight again. I've got to fight or I've got to get out of here, and I'm stressing and I'm worrying. And some of you might have experienced what the freeze is like. And that freeze would be like, I can't get up, I can't take initiative, I just don't have any motivation to do anything. So, where the fight or flight feels more like an anxious state, the freeze feels more like a shutdown state. And so, I want to talk a little bit about what has really probably a lot of us have experienced is what we call a functional freeze. Okay. And so, what a functional freeze is like if you think about, and this can happen. I'm going to talk about a couple different ways. So, this can be developed basically um, a couple different ways, a few different ways probably, but I'll think of the main three. So, if you think about a little kid and when something happens, like they just scream, right? If they fall or something, they're just going to let you know that it hurts, or they bang their head or slam their, hand in a car or something, and they're just going to cry and they're just going to express it, right? And but as adults, let's say that we do something like trip, or we do something and someone goes, oh, like say my husband was telling, he's like, remember that time we were in Schlotsky's and I had on heels and I just really wiped out. And I'm like, I know. And thankfully I wasn't hurt, but I'm like, why is it so, like, it just makes us laugh sometimes, or like America's Funniest Home Videos, like all those clips, one after another, where people are falling, right? And what do we normally do as an adult when we fall? Like, probably have awareness of, did somebody see me fall? Like, before I even realize, like, am I hurt? I mean, unless we break a leg or something, it's like obvious. It's like, we are very aware, right, of how we're perceived. And so we're more likely to say, oh, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. That didn't hurt, or I just slipped or whatever, rather than go, it hurt. I fell right on my tailbone. And, we just don't express ourselves like that as adults when we have emotions. So we are going to talk, this is important to understand in this functional freeze, because it's important to understand it in the beginning. And it's also important to understand why sometimes we can have seasons where we're like a process, when we're going through this process, and we can say, oh, I felt so calm. Then I don't know, all of a sudden, like I felt kind of hijacked, or I felt fear coming up. And I'm going to talk about why we want to really be aware of that and kind of move through that.